Life's tough. Sometimes you're on top of the world. Other times you're just trying to keep your head above water. But here's the thing. The questions we're asking today, they're the same ones people have been asking for thousands of years. What's the right thing to do? How do I deal with pain? What's my purpose? So today we're not chasing clickbait or surface-level motivation. We're diving deep. We're going to walk through the minds of the world's greatest philosophers, not with a textbook, but with real-life wisdom you can actually use. Because these folks didn't just sit around thinking, they wrestled with life, just like you do. This is insights from the world's greatest philosophers. And I think you're going to leave this episode with something to chew on. Socrates didn't write anything down, but his questions echo through time. He believed that the beginning of wisdom isn't knowing all the answers. It's admitting you don't. Think about that for a second. In a world obsessed with looking like you've got it all figured out, how rare is it to just say, I don't know? Socrates said, know thyself. And that's not just a cute slogan. It's a call to stop pretending, stop performing, and start being honest with yourself. What are your patterns? What are your blind spots? What are you running from? Try this. Take 5 minutes, no distractions, and write one truth about yourself that you usually avoid. That's where self-knowledge begins. Not in being perfect, but in being real. Now let's head east to a teacher who might just save your relationships, Confucius. Confucius wasn't trying to change the world through protests or revolutions. He believed that change begins at home, that if you treat your parents with respect, your friends with loyalty, your neighbors with kindness, the world will get better. See, he understood something we often forget. Harmony doesn't just happen. It's built through daily choices. Confucius taught that every role you play, parent, partner, leader, friend, comes with responsibility. Not pressure, but purpose. Before pointing fingers, try looking inward. What kind of energy am I bringing into the room? Am I helping create peace or tension? Because here's the truth, real leadership doesn't always look like power. Sometimes it looks like patience. Aristotle was all about balance. And no, not just eat your veggies and get 8 hours of sleep kind of balance. He was after something deeper, what he called the golden mean. He believed that every virtue lives between two vices. Courage sits between cowardice and recklessness. Generosity between stinginess and waste. It's not about being perfect, it's about not swinging too far in either direction. Let's be honest. Most of us are either burning ourselves out trying to please everyone, or we're building walls to protect ourselves from getting hurt again. Aristotle's wisdom? It's this. A good life isn't found in the extremes. It's found in the steady middle path. Here's a tip. Take inventory. Are you doing too much? Or pulling away too often? Find one area in your life where you can take one step toward the middle this week. Nietzsche gets misunderstood a lot. People hear his name and think, oh, that dark guy who said God is dead. But look closer and you'll find something powerful. Nietzsche believed we are all works in progress, unfinished, evolving. He said, become who you are. Not who your parents told you to be, not who society rewards, but the raw, honest version of you. He called it your higher self, the version of you that's free, courageous, and creative. Now becoming that person? It's not easy. It means shedding old beliefs, letting go of masks. It's uncomfortable, even painful, but it's also liberating. Ask yourself, what would I be doing if I wasn't trying to impress anyone? What would I pursue if I wasn't afraid of failing? Then take one baby step toward that today, just one. Simone de Beauvoir was a rebel in the best sense of the word. She challenged power, gender roles, and the assumption that freedom means doing whatever you want. She said real freedom isn't selfish, it's shared. It's being free with and for others, that your choices don't exist in a vacuum, they ripple outward. And sometimes these little ripples can continue to become huge waves that can either build or destroy. Simone de Beauvoir reminds us, you're not just the product of your environment, you're a force within it. Here's a tip you can practice. Next time you make a decision, whether it's how you speak to someone, what you post online, or what you choose to buy, ask, is this aligned with the world I want to live in? What do all these thinkers have in common? Socrates, Confucius, Aristotle, Nietzsche, Simone. They didn't agree on everything, but they were all asking the same thing. How do I live well? And maybe that's the most important question of all. Look, you don't need to quote Plato at a dinner party. You don't have to read 500-page philosophy books. But if you can take even one idea from today and let it shape the way you think, feel, or act, you're already living more deeply than most. So, which insight hit home for you? Tell me in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. And if you found this helpful, share it with someone who's been asking the big questions lately. I'm glad you were here for this one. Until next time, take care of your mind, your soul, and your people.